In this lesson, we're going to solve a second-order non-homogeneous equation, and this one's going to have duplicate roots. So the first thing we want to do, first step, is solve the homogeneous equation. And if you need to review, there's a video on a second-order homogeneous equation to solve that, and we got the solution for our homogeneous of C1e to the negative 2t plus C2e to the negative 3t. Now we need to come up with our non-homogeneous test solution that we're going to put into the differential equation. And we would want it to be in the form of what is on the right hand side of the differential equation. So if I say a e to the negative 2t, well, that's just a term in our homogeneous solution, and if we put this into the equation, it's just going to come up as 0. So this is not what we want. So we need to, anytime we have a duplicate, we need to multiply by the independent variable, in this case t. Now this is going to be a bit of a work here because we have a function that has two terms with t in it, which means we're going to have to use the product rule along with the chain rule. So let's do the derivatives over here just to kind of make work a little bit easier. If we do the first derivative here, remember that the constant a can just come out. Do our product rule. Derivative of e to the negative 2t is negative 2 e to the negative 2t. Derivative of t with respect to t is just 1, so we're there. And now we can do a bit of simplification. We can factor e to the negative 2t out. And I like to bring the negative outside. Okay, so there's our first derivative. Now we can do our second derivative. And we've already done the inside. Don't want to forget our negative sign. And we can bring our negative a out, and now we can do our product rule. 2t minus 1. And we're going to do the derivative of e to the negative 2t. And now simplify. Factor out the e to the negative 2t. And simplify the inside of the brackets. And then we can take the minus 4 out, bring it outside. So there are our two differentials. So now we can put this back into our differential equation. We know what our derivative, second order derivative is here, so we can put this in. Oh, I forgot my 4 there. We can get our first derivative. And our test solution. Okay, now we can simplify, and we can cancel out the exponentials. And we can distribute the other terms. Now we can just simplify. Notice that the 4at and the 6at and the minus 10at are going to cancel. And we have plus 5a minus 4a, so that leaves us with 1a equals 10. So our solution total is just the homogeneous plus non-homogeneous, and that's equal to C1e to the negative 2t plus C2e to the negative 3t plus 10, don't forget the t because we've got the duplicate, e to the negative 2t.